Lows. So let's piece this together. Being an operator in one of those Night Stalker helicopters or being on Delta Force, this is what it's going to feel like. So from the Night Stalker MH60, you're spooling up at 0200 from a forward strip in Aruba. The rotors are thumping. You see fixed wing assets taking off overhead, making their way towards the coastline to strike down any surface to air threats. And then from over the ocean, you see the city go pitch black. You're hugging the Caribbean and then the terrain at 100 feet and 140 knots. Your NVGs, your night vision goggles, add a little bit of visuals, but since there's no lights coming from the city, there isn't a lot of ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Next thing you know, there isn't a lot of ambient lights. You've got 90 seconds to offload 8 Delta guys over to your ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Next thing you know, over to your ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Next thing you know, over to your ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Next thing you know, over to your ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Next thing you know, over to your ambient lights. Things look incredibly dark. Guys,
Asana.com. That's 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 ASANA.com.
Once again, this is my marriage. 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 Once again, this
thought that was muted, but it was not
Wow.
muted.
Put the screen back.
Yes, ma'am. I will do that.
Is the noise gone? I can't hear you guys. Can you hear us?
All right, hold on, stand by. Oh, I see. I see. I see.
You see.
I see. I see. I see.
You see. What's up,
I see.
IG? Welcome,
see.
welcome
I
to
see.
Marriage Monday.
What's up,
IG?
There were
Welcome, welcome to
3,000
Marriage
ICE
What's up,
Border Patrol
IG?
agents in the Minneapolis
Hold on.
area.
Welcome to
3,000
Marriage
ICE
What's up,
Border
IG?
Patrol
Let me get this
agents in
together.
the Minneapolis
Hold on.
area.
Welcome to
3,000
Marriage
ICE
What's up,
Border
Let me get
Patrol
this
agents in
together.
the Minneapolis
Hold on.
area.
Let me get this together.
What's some noise?
Let me get this together, IG and YouTube.
Let's space it a bit.
Okay. Let us know if
Said
that's
okay.
yes.
It's all good.
All okay, all good. All right. I had a lot going on.
A
I had a lot going on. What's up, everybody? This is Shannon and Shirley, host of My Marriage is Dope podcast.
Yes.
And we are fixing technical issues.
Yes.
And
Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being patient.
glad for you all rocking with us. Road trip.
Time.
It has been a road trip.
Yep.
And I did all the driving.
You did all the driving. That's how it should be. Yep.
That hasn't happened in a while. Well, we haven't been on a road trip in a while.
No, we have
But
not.
that has not happened in a while.
It has not.
Like you have been doing. Tell the people why you've been doing most of the driving.
Because you've been sick, honey.
Well, they don't know that. It's people that's watching that.
He's been sick. He's been sick, battling cancer.
I'm gonna
all
need
the
you to be a
things.
host right now. I'm gonna need you.
Because I want to get to the meat.
I know.
We literally have
I know. I
30
understand
minutes.
that. I understand that.
But yeah, no. I mean, Shannon's he hadn't been able to drive for a minute. So I've been doing all the driving. You do what you have to do. That's it.
And the way we have conducted ourselves in our marriage is the roles have been, fairly traditional. She does. I mean, but I do participate in household chores and things of that nature. So not traditional in that way, but she don't really need to be driving unless I can't drive.
I don't drive. I don't touch doors.
She don't touch doors. She
All
don't do
the
none of that.
things.
Right? So chivalry is not dead
Chivalry
in this
is not
marriage.
dead.
So maybe it's that. It's not role.
That's not
chivalry
dead.
is not
Chivalry
dead.
is not dead.
Right?
And if you have some wonderful daughters, we have 2 amazing sons, and chivalry is not dead on them either.
Look at you putting the sons up on the auction block.
Oh,
What is going on? Couples retreat was amazing.
Yes, we had.
We had an outstanding time with the Winning Circle.
The Winning Circle. How was the couples retreat yesterday with Myron? It was yes. No, yeah.
I literally.
Oh, is that why you were saying?
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I'm just seeing it. But
come on, Holy Ghost, work with us. Well, if you're watching us, we want you to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment on this channel. If you are on Instagram and you're watching us, man, go over to YouTube. My Marriage is Dope podcast. We do some behind the scenes. We give you a glimpse, but if you want to see the replay or you have you want to comment or something like that, then that's the place to do it. So YouTube, My Marriage is Dope podcast. Let's get right to it, right? We have what I believe to be the number one tip that we could ever give the world. Number one. Like, if you don't do anything else in relationships, especially in the relationship of marriage, if you don't do anything else, but you do this, you will have a successful relationship, a successful interaction.
Interesting.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Because it's, to me, it's the essence of life. Why do I say that? Well, because of what I've been through. Right? I have, I've been through over the past, 18 months, but definitely over the last year, man, I've been through hell and back. Absolute hell, man. Like last night, what you experienced from me last night was a me just going back in my mind and saying, what in the world?
Mm,
And all I could do while I was sitting downstairs is all I could do was be thankful.
mhm,
And that number one tip, that tip that will shift the whole atmosphere in your home is gratitude.
yeah.
Being
Yeah.
thankful.
Mm,
Like, no matter what your situation is, no matter what cards life has dealt you, like, I pride myself,
mhm,
I pride myself on being the most outstanding spades player
mm, okay.
and partner,
Mhm,
right?
yeah.
I feel that I can get my partner at least 3 books or maybe 4, at least 3 to 4 books out of any hand that I'm dealt.
Mhm,
Any hand, I don't care what hand it is, I can make sure that we get, as a result of my efforts,
mhm,
an extra 3 to 4 books,
mhm.
right?
Okay.
I don't care what the hand is.
Mhm,
And that's kind of the cheat code for God. Like, no matter what life deals you,
mhm,
if you have God in your life,
mhm,
and God is the fundamental foundation of gratitude,
mhm,
it doesn't matter what life brings. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It doesn't matter how cantankerous your spouse is. It doesn't matter if you've gotten fired. It doesn't matter if you are experience a serious health issue like I was.
mhm,
If you are able to find that place of gratitude,
mhm,
you are winning, man.
mhm.
That's what,
Yeah.
right now, coming up on my reborn day, which is reborn day is when I had my stem cell transplant, right? They call that your reborn day. Coming up on my reborn day, I can be nothing but thankful.
Mhm.
Thankful.
It sounds simple, and it is simple, but the challenge with that is people have a hard time with this mindset when in conflict,
Mm.
when
In the midst of
challenges
conflict.
come, when they're hurt. Um, but what makes gratitude so powerful is when you utilize it in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it powerful. Is
Mm-hmm.
it's easy to utilize it when everything is going so great and you're making me feel so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy for me to say thank you and show appreciation and honor you in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I'm in my feelings and my emotions that, as human beings across the board, a lot of times we're not utilizing that very, very powerful tool.
Mm-hmm.
But that tool, if being utilized in that way, in those times,
Mm-hmm.
it will actually decrease the criticism between us.
Mm-hmm.
It will decrease the conflict between
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm.
It will actually strengthen our bond,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll feel more emotionally safe with one another.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why you do it when you don't feel like doing it.
Mm. But it's not but we have to make sure that we frame this properly, right?
Mhm,
Because it's not just like this thing you do.
mhm.
You bring me something, I
To
say
say
thank
thank you.
you,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
It's a mindset. It is the awareness
mhm,
that that I'm living right now.
mhm,
I'm breathing.
mhm,
I can see you.
mhm,
I can touch you.
mhm.
You could be dead and gone.
Yeah.
You woke up this morning.
Mhm,
We were able to have some semblance of worship and
mhm,
and all of these different things, like,
mhm. So you're looking at the broadest scope, which is
not the gesture of
mhm,
saying thank you,
mhm,
because some people can say thank you
mhm.
and not be
Right,
grateful.
right.
Some people can say thank you and not give a damn about you or what's going on with you or where you are in your life, or
Mhm,
and it won't affect them. They are just simply being polite.
mhm, mhm.
And that's what I'm talking about.
So you are talking about in life general having a added, like, what do they say, the attitude
The
of
attitude of
gratitude.
gratitude.
Mhm.
That's a song. Somebody
Yes.
wrote a song about that.
And so with that, in your darkest hours, having an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, July of 2024 is when Shannon got diagnosed with his third cancer. December 4th that year, our house caught fire. And it was devastating to us. And that day on December 4th, we were just out of it, like just emotionally completely drained of, like, right? And but since that day, I have not cried about the fact that we're going through cancer, trying to prepare for a stem cell transplant. Then the house catches fire. So now we're displaced because I've had an attitude of gratitude.
Mm.
Right. So when I look at the fact that we could have we could have been in the house sleep. It happened at 8 in the morning. Our fire, our alarm system did not go off. The smoke
The smoke
detector
detectors, yeah.
did not go off. It was a complete blaze, massive blaze in the attic. The smoke detector did not go off. If it had happened at 3, 4, even 5 in the morning, our room was literally right up under the fire. The fire was right there above us.
Mhm.
There was just piece of wall separating us. We would not be here talking to you. So how could I not be grateful?
Mm.
How can I not have an attitude of gratitude?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When we look at, yes, people are like, man, all that y'all been through, 3 cancers, congestive heart failure, all of that. But we're still here. Every need has been met.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
have not lacked in anything.
Mhm. Mhm.
When I say God has been God, God been God in all the way through.
God been guiding. You hear what I'm telling you?
And it's so crazy. I was telling somebody at the retreat, I said, God is a drama king, because we've been wanting to get some things done to our house. Well, when the house caught fire, it was completely gutted
They took the house down to the
down to
studs.
the studs. So we were able to rebuild and add some of the things that we wanted to do that we couldn't afford before. So I'm like, okay, God, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Like, God will give you the things that you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not gonna come the way that you want it.
And look, it's not going to come the way that you want it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to also ask yourself the question, what am I willing to go through to get it?
What am I willing to go through to get it?
Now, if you would have asked us for you to get in this house, for you to get a brand new house, would you be willing to, just before your stem cell transplant, be displaced by a fire in your attic?
Right.
We would have said, no, thank you.
No, thank you. No.
We would have said, no, thank you.
We were out of our house for 8 months. No.
Living in hotels and
Hotels,
Airbnb.
Airbnbs.
We would have said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Especially right before we
Right.
had to leave, and what our son lives with us. So what's his status? What's going to happen with him?
Mhm.
All of these things that we had to, we wouldn't have, we were literally forced
Yes.
to in a position to receive the blessing that God had for us.
That's right. That's right.
That's
Ian,
crazy.
that's crazy. Ian says simplicity is the covering over the jar of complexity. Simplicity is the covering
I mean,
over the jar of
you think about that.
complexity.
It's like life is already hard.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can reduce it to its lowest form, like in fractions,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you can find the lowest common denominator and get down to the most simplest forms, life is pretty amazing and fairly easy. It is not difficult to experience and express gratitude. That don't take a whole lot
Yeah.
of energy. It
Yeah.
doesn't cost anything
Mm-hmm.
financially.
Mm-hmm.
All it costs is a switch of a flip switched in your brain to say, you know something?
And the switch that needs to be flipped is the spirit of complaining.
Mm.
It's the spirit of woe is me. It's the victim mentality.
Mhm.
It's the why me? Why do things always have to happen to me? And let me tell you something. That spirit has held people down so much. You can't even receive what it is that God is wanting to give you because you are so focused in such a negative way on the challenges that you are facing. And you know, how I look at life is like, why shouldn't I experience challenges?
Mhm.
It's called life, people. Like, to think that I'm going to live, let's say God gives us the 70, 80, 90 years that we hope and desire.
Mhm.
Do I think I'm going to live all those years without some hard challenges going to take you through the valley? It's going to drag you through the mud. It's going to cause you to want to sometimes not want to be here.
Mm.
Do I think that I won't experience any of that?
Mm.
Like, for
Mm.
me, I'm just like, okay, when a challenge comes, now there's a lesson in it and there's a blessing in it. And I truly believe that because that is what I have experienced.
Say that again.
There's a lesson in it and there are blessings in it.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Before, when I was in a, why does this have to keep happening? I'm not open to receiving any lessons. Therefore, I am halting my blessings.
Mhm.
But when I say, okay, God, how do we get through this? I need your help. How do I get through this?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
God is able to teach me, okay, this is the lesson. This is what I need you to learn in this season, in this moment, from this experience.
Mm.
And then down the line, I'll begin to see the blessings even in the challenging times. And because of the challenging times, i.e. the fire, we have received so many blessings in the fire.
Mm.
So it could have it could have been worse. Praise the Most High. Absolutely. Who would thunk he was answering all y'all prayers? Come on. Exactly. So when you guys was at your lowest, how hard was it to keep that positive mindset? Darrell, let me say this.
It's not a positive mindset. It's right. It's
It-
not.
I-
It's like not experiencing what's going on.
it's right. It's not right. Right. I
Right.
don't want to say I don't want to say positive.
Well, it's not a negative.
It's not a negative mindset,
Right,
right? But what it is a moment by moment choice.
Mm-hmm.
I can speak for myself. I am choosing to not go down the rabbit hole of negativity. I'm choosing to not go down the rabbit hole of why God, why did this happen? That's how I handle it. When I'm at my lowest, because I've trained myself, I don't stay like, not that I don't go there initially, like when the fire happened, I
We
just
were
broke
out.
down
Yeah,
crying.
yeah,
It
we
was
were
just,
weeping.
we were weeping, right? Feeling what we should feel,
Mm-hmm.
right? The key is this, Darrell, to not stay there.
Right.
And that's where people miss the boat because they stay there.
Right.
So when you stay in that, you can't grow. You can't experience what God wants you to experience. Your faith does not grow. Listen, these things are happening. God, everything that happens to us, God is trying to save us, y'all, by any means necessary. God is going to use these circumstances to save us. And God is going to use it to grow our faith. God is going to use it to strengthen our spirit, man. So when the thing happens, you feel what you feel. That's natural. That's human. Now you have the choice to say, okay, this thing has happened. What do we do? What do we do? And that's what Shannon and I did. It was like, okay, what do we do? And it wasn't, we didn't look weeks, months down the line. In that moment, what do we do? Okay, we got to call the people, got to call the insurance people so we could get a place to stay. We have to call Red Cross. In that moment, that's what we did. Right? And the next moment, we gather our stuff. We had to come back to the house, whatever things we could
And
take,
that
which
was
was very few.
that was the hard part.
Yeah.
Like walking back in the house after the fire department left
Yeah.
and they gave us access. It was like
Yeah.
while you're standing outside, it was freezing. It was
It was-
like it is right
Yeah,
now.
it
It's
was
like
so
20 in the
cold.
20
Yeah.
in the 20s. We were in shock, but
Yeah.
the cold finally settled in.
Yeah.
And then we're out and we come back in the house and we're walking around. And listen, the crazy part about it is the fire was mostly isolated to
Yeah, the attic.
the attic.
Yeah.
Like the smoke detectors finally went off after they started putting out the fire. Right? So the fire was red hot. It was orange when we peeked in the pool. We shouldn't have done this because it could feed the fire. But when we peeked into the the attic stairs, we pulled them down and we saw the whole attic just orange, just bright orange. We were like, hey, we got to get out the house, right? But when you come back in and you just see all the water and you smell the
Yeah, it was
smoke,
unreal.
and then we start walking up different layers. Like
Yeah.
we were at the bottom and it didn't seem as bad, but
Right.
then as we
went to
started
the
walking
second
up,
floor, then we went to the
ceiling
third
fell
floor. It was
in,
like,
and
yeah.
it was just it
It was
just was
crazy.
like, man, this is our home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is our, this is the first home we purchased. And
Yeah.
so it was devastating. And to try to flip our minds, to a place of gratitude, but actually experiencing the reality of what, okay, what are we going to do now? And so look, we had to, grab what we could, and to take to the hotel with us. Y'all, I was walking around aimlessly. Like, I'm not a person that does not know what to do. Been a nurse for 20 plus years, been in codes and emergency types of situations. I didn't know what to do. I was like a deer in the headlights. I was stuck.
Yeah.
And I just kept picking up stuff that didn't mean a thing. And I would put it down and I would pick something up. And sometimes she would say, honey, grab what we need. And I couldn't think. And the only thing I could do, there was one point in time where I was down in the kitchen when you guys were still upstairs and doing stuff and grabbing stuff. I just broke down.
Yeah.
It just broke down. And, I gathered myself, but it was like, okay, it's time. We can't stay here. We got to secure the house. The insurance man was coming. The HOA folks were hovering around. All right, we need to go on to wherever we're going to be. And
so when we think about gratitude, one of the things we started to think about was the fact that we're alive, right? So when you asked your question, Darrell, and at your lowest, how hard was it to keep that positive mindset? It quickly becomes not hard. Seriously, Maybe in that maybe that's because how I've trained myself, but it quickly becomes not hard because my husband, myself, and my son could not be here. This is a house. It can be rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
Those are things we can go and purchase them again. So, how do you have an attitude of gratitude? You literally think about the things you do have. You literally think about where you are. You think about just look at your life.
Think about what could
Look
have happened.
what could have happened. What didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
You understand? So no matter what the challenge is in life, you can always look and you can see, and not that you wish that it was worse on somebody else, but let me tell you something. When I thought about that, it was freezing cold outside,
Mm-hmm.
and we were out there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we have insurance. And when I thought about the people whose house burns down
That don't have
that
insurance.
do not have insurance, I never been in a situation where my house caught fire, so I never had to go through this process. It's a process. And you don't realize what it's like to be displaced until you are displaced.
Mm-hmm.
How could I not have gratitude?
Mm-hmm.
I said, thank you, God, that we had insurance.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have to pay a dime out of our pocket in the 8 months that we were out of this home because of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's not everybody's story.
It's not.
How do we not be? You understand? It don't matter what
How can
you
you
go
not be
through.
grateful?
How do you not be grateful? The creative, I don't know if you know who this is,
I
but
don't
he
know
said,
who that is.
well, the
Because
prayer
they
line,
was on the prayer line.
when we were on our prayer line phone call and the fire hit Shannon, the strength he showed encouraged our entire community. Love you, dog. For real, for real.
Wow.
Wow.
Who is this? Who's the Creative Depot? Drop your name. Oh, you could, or if you got my number, I know you can text me.
Ian Calendar said mercy to save us and to grow our faith. Yeah, bro. Telling you, we're not listen, and this is another thing. This is one of the reasons why I'm thankful because
Oh, that's QL. That's QL. Oh, okay. What up, Q? QL Mason. That's it. That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like from a spiritual construct, why do I not want to take the opportunity to grow spiritually?
Mm.
And the only way that's going to happen is through trying times, y'all. I know we hate to hear that. I don't hate to hear that. And listen, don't get me wrong. I sure enough am not saying, God, please test me.
I'm tired of the
I'm your
test. I don't want to
servant.
take no
I
more
want to
tests.
be tested.
I don't want no more tests.
No, I don't want no more tests.
What?
I don't.
Watch how loud you get, baby.
I'm sorry.
Peeking the mic.
I'm peeking the mic. I am not signing up for it. But what I am saying is that God knows me better than I know me. God knows what I need better than I know what I need. God knows the areas that are challenging to me. Sometimes we don't know the areas that we're challenged in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We think that we've overcome them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not until we're faced with something that we realize, ooh, I still got work to do in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I know that when I am challenged with something, it's because there's work to do. So I embrace it, but I've trained myself. I keep saying this because I want you guys to know that whatever you hear from us, it's not because, dang, it's something special in them. No, we've trained ourselves. So that means that you too can train yourself. That's it. You can train yourself. That's the work. That's the work of having an attitude of gratitude.
And look, it is in that training what the one of the things that people don't understand about a relationship with God is that because he knows us so well,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows the end from the beginning or the beginning from the end,
Mm-hmm.
he knows what we're going to go through, what we're going to need
Mm-hmm.
down the road.
Mm-hmm.
So he says in his word, your trials will come to make you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And you've heard me say this countless numbers of
Right.
times. People never ask stronger for what?
Mercy, stronger
Stronger.
for
Why would I need trials
to
to
make me
come to make me stronger? Well, the only thing that I could think of is down the road, they're going
Something
to be
else.
harder things.
That's right.
They're going to be tougher things.
That's right.
What's up, Mook? Good morning. Good morning. They're going to be more challenges, more difficult challenges.
Right.
Man, we got to have Mook on because Mook and his wife have a
Oh
powerful
man.
testimony
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
gratitude because they've been
Mook.
through some very, very trying times.
Yeah.
Times that, hey, you got to be careful when you start looking at somebody else's life and
Mm-hmm.
thinking you want that life
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what that person had to go through,
That's right.
what they had to experience to have the
Yeah.
life, right? So the trials that came to make them
You
stronger,
sure wouldn't
I don't
want
want
it.
them
Now,
I don't
you
want them
don't want them
trials.
trials.
So Mook,
Exactly.
we're gonna have you on, you and your wife, if y'all are willing, and
Yeah.
and just talk about maybe do a part 2 of this
Getting through.
of just
Mm-hmm.
being grateful
Grateful. Mm-hmm.
and thankful and being able to experience um the realities
Mm-hmm.
of what God has for us in our lives.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So why is it like why am I saying this is the most important tip? You need gratitude more than you need love. Right? Because
Interesting.
right, you need gratitude more than you need love
Mm-hmm.
because gratitude sets the atmosphere for love. It
Mm-hmm.
makes love possible.
Mm-hmm.
If you are, a person that's in your feelings and all you can see is the negative and you can't express gratitude or take on how you going to love?
That's
How
true
can you
because
love?
when you think about dating, and if the person you're dating doesn't have a spirit of gratitude, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to get to the love.
Mm-mm.
If they have a spirit of complaining and it's always something negative and you don't see the glass as half full, you always seeing the glass as half empty. We can't even get to love now. You're right. You're
You might
right.
experience some
You might.
lust in that space, but you ain't going to experience no
And
love.
and listen, the lust for me gonna go quickly because that is such a
Can
turn
you
off.
imagine
So, a
sitting at dinner?
complainer. Yeah.
Right, right. Thank God I grew from a lot of my mess, right?
Mhm.
But imagine when we were dating, if I would have expressed some of the stuff that you saw later,
Lord have
some of the stuff
mercy.
that you saw later in me. But imagine, just imagine if you'd have been sitting there and I would have just been like, oh, life ain't no good. I ain't have no opportunities. I don't get no to this and that.
Mercy, I've been
And then
like
the waitress comes, and
deuces.
the waitress comes in there like, oh, well, just she didn't bring this, she didn't do that. Yeah,
I would have been like, Shannon, I need to go to the restroom.
oh, not the restroom
And I
move,
would have been out.
not the restroom move, right? So that's why I say this is the like if you can do this,
Yeah. Your life will change.
your
Seriously.
life,
Your life will
your
change.
circumstances, your
Mhm.
environment,
Mhm.
like just having like okay, you got the world is crumbling around you, right? If you shift your mind, it's something, excuse me, it's something about shifting your mind that all of a sudden makes things not seem so bad.
Mhm. It really is. It really
It's
does.
like, oh, well, this isn't.
Mhm.
It's okay. So
Like, mhm.
let me tell you a quick story, like
Mhm.
a couple things, right?
Mhm.
You ever notice when you go outside
Mhm.
and it's cold? If you put your hands in your pockets and you go, "Ugh, it's cold,"
Mhm.
you get colder.
Mhm.
But if you go outside and you like, it could be freezing, but you like, it ain't bad out here.
I've experienced that. Yeah.
It's like, well, your body will say, well, he said it ain't
Ain't
bad.
bad.
It ain't bad.
That's true. That's
right?
true.
So we were in it was an army, and we were out in the field. I was at this course called the Primary Leadership and Development Course, PLDC. And they had this is how you become a non-commissioned officer. You got to go through this course. And so there were some Rangers and Special Forces guys, but then there are admin and medics and nurses and all of those people. We're all at the same course because we're all at the basic level of leadership, right? And so I'm sitting there and it's raining. We're out in the field. So you got a poncho. Well, we had ponchos, most of the people that were not a ranger or special forces, right? And most of us that had ponchos were just miserable. We were just huddled up and it was just like, oh, oh, oh. But the Rangers and the SF guys, they had on polypropylene underwear, which long underwear, which pulls moisture from your skin and then evaporates it.
Oh.
They had on their uniforms, and then they had on full Gore-Tex suits, so they weren't getting wet.
Right.
So one, they were prepared.
Right.
And two, they had attitudes that didn't allow them to experience the elements like we were experiencing the elements. And they were like, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. They out just, they just look like they're standing around, just chit-chatting out on a summer day.
Right.
Their mindsets, their ability to shift their mindsets was so amazing. And I remembered that. And so later on, I went to, when I was stationed at Walter Reed, I went out for what they call the expert field medical badge. You got to do all this field medical stuff. You got to do a 12-mile road march. You got to take a test. You got to, learn all this stuff. And it's the highest non-combat medical award that you can get. So I was preparing for this. And I remember when the hospital that I was at, Walter Reed, they were sending a group of us up and they wanted us to be prepared. So they were taking us through all of the different stations and things of that nature. And then I was walking from my apartment, which was in Silver Spring, to the hospital to get in shape for the road march. Here I am. When it was like, it was just crazy. I would be like, let's do push-ups. And then I would just get down and start doing push-ups. And then people would join me. And then I would just start screaming out like just different things like, we motivated, Sergeant. Like it was just all of this stuff that I was, right? And they ended up asking me. Now we had lieutenants and captains, we had one major, we had senior enlisted people. I was an E5 at the time. They asked me to lead the group. And we had to go up to Fort Drum. Now I messed up on land navigation, night land navigation. I messed up on that. I didn't complete the course, so I didn't get the badge. But I did everything else. And when it came down for the road march, I supported the rest of our people on the road march. But I was flying through that course, not because I knew anything more than anyone else, not because I was a better medic or I was a better this or a better that. It was because I chose to shift my mindset to simply be the pure essence of positivity. Right. And then that affected other people. And other people were motivated. People that we didn't think were going to get their badge got their badge.
Yep,
So it's this mindset shift that we must undertake in order to experience the success and all of the things that life has to offer us.
And let me say, you can only think one thought at a time. You can only think one thought at a time. So how do you shift your mindset? when a thought comes that you don't want to be there, that shouldn't be there, that is negative, replace that thought with a different thought. That is the power that you have. Nobody can do that but you.
Nobody. Listen.
I just want to
Yes.
shout out. I'm glad I stumbled on your podcast this morning.
Well,
Thank
praise God
you.
for stumbling.
Thank you, 528.
Praise God for
We're so
stumbling.
glad
Make
that you
sure
stumbled on
that
it
you
too.
subscribe. Make sure you share. Like, if you think that someone in your life, 5 people in your life could benefit from this particular podcast episode or our platform and our information, man, share it with 5 people. You could do that. That's easy. Share it with 5 people. Thank you for those who have commented. Thank you for those who are already subscribed.
Meet us on Wednesday. Meet me Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning.
6:30 on Instagram and
Rise and
YouTube.
refocus.
Rise and refocus.
And then on Thursday, we're going to lunch and learn with Yo Shan, and bring your questions, and we're going to talk about some great stuff on that time. Hey, listen, this has been my Marriage is Dope podcast. Thank you, Simeon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This has been my Marriage is Dope podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Shannon.
And I'm Shirley.
Big Cheryl from Jersey
Big
in the
Jersey
building.
in the building.
All right, y'all. Peace and
Peace,
blessings.
y'all.